YouTubers, it's Red Lip Blonde doing another series of Anna Nicole Smith through the Spirit. Basically, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a historian, I'm just a woman that likes to know the truth. So, where do you get the truth? Right from the source, right? So basically, I say a prayer through the Holy Ghost, our Lord, and ask in the Spirit any questions that I have to the person that I'm thinking about, and I just write them down, whatever comes to my head, and then later I do the research on what the words mean, or dates, or whatever is given to the Spirit. And I found out that with all the series that I've done Marilyn Monroe, JFK Jr., JFK, which I still have a lot more work to add to his series. And currently today I'm doing Anna Nicole Smith. So, yeah, so let's get started. I've written some notes. Don't mind me, my glasses are broken, so bear with me. Yeah, they don't really work, but I need to see. So, we'll start off with the words given. Okay. And, there's quite a few here. So, I'll get started. Okay. Alright, we have a time here, 6:15 p.m. And somehow it's connected to Anna Nicole through the celebrity gossip site. 6:15 was a time that one of her programs started, an evening broadcast. So I haven't done any more research on the 6:15 p.m., but maybe it was a time that she was passing, or maybe it was in the morning. But we'll get back to that. A word she gave me, Scott. Daniel, attorney Michael Scott, was an attorney for Daniel. So his name came up. Also, under Scott was Governor Rick Scott. And he rejects the medical examiner report. And please note, the same person who did the autopsy was the same man that did an autopsy for other celebrities, like that child that was murdered, who was a talent pageant girl. The Benet case there. It's the same medical examiner, which is really kind of strange. And it seems like these big celebrities, when they suddenly pass, have the same examiner and affiliated doctors, and I find that really uncanny. But anyways, alright, I also have 6:20 a.m. This may have been Daniel's died 5 minutes before 6:15 a.m. So that could be a clue as to what Anna was trying to express to the Spirit about her son's death. I also got chloral hydrate, which I found out that it is a prescription that she did not get prescribed, that was found in her system, but the media had not played that up. That basically the mix of the chloral hydrate and the hydrocodone and the other medications was a lethal dose. And from what I understood, the psychiatrist was injecting her with medication through her buttocks, and Howard as well would give her injections, and it was made for her to believe that this would help her lose weight. There is a program where Anna does speak about her weight loss and taking injections. Now, these doctors and Howard could have put anything in that needle and injected her. And with Anna Nicole being so trusting, obviously, and her doctor Shakir and the psychotherapist there she saw were friends of Howard, who would get her illegal prescriptions by other people's names. They know damn well they went to school for drugs and interactions. It's very simple to slip a bad mixture into a tablet, thinking that it's the tablet you're supposed to take, and have it mixed with something else. And it's my own opinion that Daniel had been taking medication, but I think the old trickaroo trick by putting a substitute drug in his capsule with him ingesting it with a combination of his other medications killed him. And I think this was a well thought out plan. Howard obviously knew Anna Nicole was a Marilyn Monroe lover, and what is the best way for a woman to be told of that she's a druggie and she loves Marilyn Monroe? So what better way to kill her is in the same way Marilyn Monroe died. This was a premeditated murder in my eyes. I can't give my own personal opinion. I'm going by what Anna says. But in all, after reviewing the words that I found through the spirit, definitely points murder all over. Her and Daniel were sacrificed. And the child, Larry Burkhead, is supposedly thinking it's his baby, and any medical examiner or doctor could do DNA and tell him this. The real case is that they believe that the baby is actually a genetic bloodline through Hitler. Believe that. Because when they do sacrifices and rituals, Anna Nicole could have easily have gotten impregnated by another man and was told to Burkhead he was the father. But this man is obviously making money on this child. The child does not even look like him. Anna Nicole certainly could have gotten impregnated by a cult to keep the bloodline of these ancestors of these wacky Satanists. Are basically what they are. And as sick and crazy as it sounds, I wouldn't put it past any of the handlers. Some do speculate, too, that she was under mind control. Anna Nicole didn't do drugs. She was sexually abused when she was younger and traded off by her mother, who was a police officer, into the hands of a billionaire and then into the hands of Howard K. Stern, which was her handler. And there was many people that profited from her, and knowing that if they took the son out, that would put her over the edge and give them a really good reason of why she'd want to kill herself, or use that as an excuse to kill herself. She didn't want to kill herself. This was a woman who wanted a new life, a new baby. They just took every possible video of this poor woman to make her look at her worst, to make her look like she was a lunatic and a drug addict. And this poor woman was murdered just like they did to Marilyn Monroe. And that's my theory, but we'll continue on. Okay. So chloral hydrate was told to me by Anna Nicole Spirit through the Lord. Also the name Myers, M-Y-E-R-S. There's a connection there. I do have quite a bit on Myers. I'll get to it. Demerol also was mentioned. Sky Realty, which is a realtor. I have to do some investigating to find out if there is a Sky Realtor. Anna Nicole was known to buy many different properties and rent properties, and was told they were given to her when she never really owned them. She was in debt. The next word I got was Dharma. So I have to still look that up. but I'm just going to read you my notes. So if they're mixed up, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have Myers here. Myers is Anna's ambulance came from Fort Myers. Okay, that's where Myers came up, because there is a Fort Myers, Florida. I've lived in Florida. I know where they are. And also under Myers came a celebrity impersonator who impersonates Anna Nicole Smith. So that's what I found under Myers so far. BAM, BAM was another word. Anna Nicole at BAM Theatrical Group Tour de France is famous for being reality, some type of opera fashion show. It's a classical opera that they did, and in different languages. It personifies the large personality of Anna Nicole Smith. The opera starts with a humble beginning and her tragic death. So, yeah, BAM is actually a play with orchestra who tells about Anna Nicole's life, which is really strange. Okay. And the next word, I have much more articles on that. I have to find them. Okay, the word Zolka, Z-O-L-K-A. Now remember, folks, I did no research. These words were just as mystifying as they are to you right now. Zolka came up as the buyer, last name of Anna's home, who sold for $1.3 million. Howard did the deal. Prior to selling it, Burkhead and Anna's daughter lived in the home. Zolka is the revocable trust. They deposit $39,000 to the Zolka Trust. Danny Lynn is the beneficiary and Anna's estate. Burkhead and Stern are working together on matters of Anna Nicole's estate. Rumors in papers claim that they were enemies. They were not enemies. They were lovers, planning to kill Anna and son to inherit and set up her death to access the money through the child, and using the child to gain money from the death of her son and Anna. And this has been, some people say it's speculation, folks, but when you think about it, I did see an interview with Anna claiming that she had a video of Howard and Burkhead having sex together. Okay? Then, when you think about it, after Anna died, and all of a sudden, someone broke into their house to steal videos and Anna's artwork. Hello? In other words, Howard didn't want the media to find that tape because that would ruin him and Burkhead's plan on having Anna conceive this child, which I believe is an infamous bloodline of Hitler, that it's not Burkhead's, but working together with this Illuminati group of handlers with Anna Nicole had made it look like it was a normal thing, that Burkhead's the father. Who's gaining the money? Okay, Danny Lynn, if she is an asset, a bloodline of Hitler into this elite family that goes through Hollywood impregnating women without their knowledge, and then having doctors come forward to lie to say that the father's someone else, who's benefiting from this? First of all, Danny Lynn is going to benefit a lot of that money. In the meantime, Burkhead can have the child and gain tons of money by exploiting her in Guess magazine, photos, on popular TV programs. He's gaining money. And where's Howard after all this? What did he do? Just go into hiding? First of all, he gets let off the hook from distributing drugs that killed Anna with the psychiatrist and the Dr. Shabor. Okay, these 3 people should be in jail. These people are from elite, sick cults that you can say I'm crazy, but Anna was used by not just the Illuminati, her handlers, and people that just want money. And there is no doubt, there's 2 other men, I think it was Zsa Zsa Gabor's husband. If this indeed is his child, of course a doctor can say it's not his child. A DNA specialist can lie. Look who did the autopsy. The Ramsey case, O.J. Simpson, Marilyn Monroe. Please, all these doctors that they have assigned to them are working under a secret society. And they're getting paid, folks. So you'll never know the truth of who that child really is. The media will tell you whatever you want to hear. But someone is definitely profiting from this child. And the poor child doesn't even know. She thinks Burkhead is her father. Howard, beforehand, it's been noted on reports, that he did call from the Bahamas about selling the boat before Anna was even dead. He was on the computer. The nurse that was in the room before she realized Anna wasn't breathing had saw Howard on the computer transferring funds, over $67,000, for a boat sale, and this man had no idea that Anna Nicole was dying in the bed. He killed her, folks. He left her breathing after putting an injection in her, knowing it's going to kill her. She was so drugged up, he had her fully controlled, making it look like she self-inflicted it herself. Please, folks, open your eyes and see the truth here. And then the courts, which are corrupt as well, who are being paid by the elite, our government, of course, has got corruption all over the place. You don't think the courts and the police in certain societies and certain jurisdictions aren't in on this kind of stuff? It happens every day. Many, many fine artists, such as Anna, actors, singers, their souls are sold, and their own, and they're used and abused and murdered, and to be made look like they're the fool. And all these big companies and doctors and men and lawyers and realtors are all profiting off these poor people that bust their butt. It's a sick, sick world, people. Open your eyes. I'm sorry I get very into my personal opinion, and I'm trying to keep it separate, but I've been really researching this after the fact, and it would sound like a sci-fi movie, but honest to God, these things go on, people. Wake up. Okay, so I'm going to go on. I'm going to stick with what Anna told me. It's very hard not to go off the beaten path. I'll have a few more minutes and I'll go on to part 2 of the Anna Nicole, her spirit. So the next word I got is Sideland. And what I found out was the judge. And I think that judge in Florida was a complete bozo. Complete idiot. I've lived in Florida. The judges there are very biased. They're very, very Republican attitude. And I'm not for Republicans or Democrats, but that's what I've been told to experience. I've been through the court systems in that area. They suck. Anyway, we'll go to video 2 so that I can gather up more information, because I have a lot here, and you'll be amazed at what I found out through the spirit of Anna Nicole Smith by Red Lip Blonde. Go to part 2 and we'll get a little more organized. I'm sorry about that. Go to part 2 and follow the words and spirit of Anna Nicole, and let's see if we can get the truth out of her so we can piece this all together. Okay, see you then.